go. Welcome back to yet another Slumber ParTEA. If you're new to the channel, hello. My name's Barbie, and it's supposed to be Saturdays, but lately we've been pushing it back to Sundays, where I just spill the tea about everything that's happening in my life. Cause truth be told, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm in my villain era right now. Like, I'm usually the type to sit back and not really do too much talking, but this a tell all. Like, it's just a tell all. I ain't gonna hold you. But let's get into the pajamas. So I'm the cutest little strawberry today. And then the pants, little strawberries. But the best is the leg ones. So cute. Match my headband. Exactly. Okay, now let's get into the story. We're gonna get right into it. So we're gonna do a few short stories because we've been having a whole bunch of long stories. Anyway, let's get into the story. Roll the clip. Story starts off with me driving back home. Like, I work at US Bank. We're making big bucks, baby, big bucks. So at this point, I'm not really tripping. I go back home because it's the holiday season. I love the holidays. Like, I just love getting festive, decorating, the whole 9 yards. I'm really all in for the holidays, wrapping gifts, all of that. I love it. So I'm trying to get in the holiday spirit. And I tell my mom, like, I'm gonna come back home and we gonna go holiday shopping. We gonna kick it, spend some time, like get our nails done, blase, do the whole 9 yards. Blow a bag, basically. Like, that's what I let her know we about to do. We got to blow a bag. We got a new tree, new ornaments. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Like, I'm used to celebrate. And I even got the matching pajamas. Like, I'm telling y'all, the whole 9 yards. The only thing that's missing is the presents, but it's not really missing. It's on its way. I had it shipped to my North Dakota address, and I was gonna wrap it in and bring it to them the day before Christmas, because that's the day I was gonna come, because it would have been like my holiday off. So I was gonna bring it the day before Christmas, and then, like, we put it under the tree, and then unwrap it the day of Christmas. Okay. So I get home, decorate everything. We do the woo. My mom's expensive. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This man is expensive, but like, she's just one of those people where, like, she always focuses on everybody else, and she's always like helping everybody else. And she don't really pay attention to herself too much. Like, she just be forgetting herself. Quite frankly, I don't like that. I don't like that. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, I really don't like that. So, like, each opportunity I get, like, I'm gonna spend a bag on this man, because, like, a lot of y'all be like, but that's your mom. That's true, but at the end of the day, like, I be hearing nightmare stories about a lot of people, parents. Not all parents know how to be parents. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, she's made too many sacrifices. So, like, when it comes down to sacrificing, like, it ain't nothing to it for me. Like, I'm gonna do it each and every time for her. Like, all she gotta do is say the word, like. So, boom, we decorate everything. For some reason, I like to drive at night. I'm not gonna hold you. I like to drive at night because by the time I start driving, like, the truck drivers are gone. It's just me on the road. My music be blasting loud. I just be chilling, vibing in my own little world, just thinking. Like, I love the long drive because it just helps me clear my head. So I'm chilling. I get in the car. It's a 3-hour drive from Minnesota to Fargo, North Dakota, at least to my apartment. 3.5, but if you really push it, you can get to 3, type stuff. Get in the car about 7, 8, and I'll get to North Dakota about like 10, 11, each and every time. So it's nothing to it. Like, the drives be short. I already know the road, so so it's winter, obviously, because I'm talking about Christmas. I'm just gonna assume y'all put 1 and 2 together. I'm just gonna assume that y'all connected the dots. But for the slow ones in the back, it's December. So I tell my mom, I'm see you later, this, that, and the other. He's like, let me know when you get there. Like, cool bit. Like, it's like clockwork each and every time. Like, I get there, hey, I'm home, and that's that. Like, just go about life. So I'm driving, and I do check the weather, but to this day, I don't know why. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. This day, I did not check the weather. Driving, everything's going fine. I enter St. Cloud. St. Cloud's not that bad. Like, it's good. enter Alexandria, not that bad. Soon as I hit Fergus Falls, a blizzard comes out of nowhere. So now I check the weather and it's talk about winter warning. What in the world? So like North Dakota itself is having a winter warning, but Minnesota wasn't. So the fact that it started with Fergus Falls, beyond me. I really, okay. So I want y'all to understand, like, it wasn't supposed to go down, but it happened. So I get into Fergus Falls. Like, think about, for the people that don't deal with snow, think about when you're driving in heavy rain. Like, it's so foggy, you can only see so far. Everything else is a blur. Yeah, that substitutes the rain for snow and heavy breeze. Yeah. So it's really bad, and I know it's really bad because I see people parked to the side, but this is like not the first time. People really be tripping when it comes to like weather. A lot of people lived here for so long and they still don't know how to drive in the weather. I don't understand them. But I've been on these roads, call me a state trooper at this point, because I've driven in every weather there is. And like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Like, I'm really certified with this. So I'm not really tripping. Like, I know I'm about to get through this with ease. I started getting a little skeptical because keep in mind, this is a good 70-mile-per-hour road. We're going 40 mile per hour and under. That's when I'm just like, okay, cool bit. Now it gets to the point where even though we're going 40 miles per hour, like now you can't see. I know, like I said, you can't see nothing, but it's to the point you can't see nothing. So now we're driving in the middle of the road. There is no two lanes anymore. We're making both lanes one. We're merging everything together. I got this big truck in front of me, and I'm really not trying to surpass the truck because the truck is like protecting me when it comes to the snow, like hitting my car. I'm behind the truck, just like smooth cruising. I'm not really worried. Buddy decides to exit. So now I gotta drive. Like, I don't got nobody like blocking the snow from hitting my car as hard. So keep in mind, like when I fill my tank, because when I went to the dealership, I told him, I said, when I did my trade-in to get what I call my college car, I told him, I said, I wanted something very spacious and low on gas. Now, when I got there, these people look, when I got there, I had set an appointment to view a Chevy Malibu, if I'm not mistaken. I went there to view a car that I had already picked out everything. And y'all, I get there, as soon as I walk in, they told me, oh, we just sold the car. Why would you sell the car when you knew I was coming? That makes no sense. Okay, but then I digress with that story. So yeah, anyways, they ended up substituting and finding me like not a better looking car because it's ugly on the outside, but it's spacious on the inside and it does the job. $20 fills the tank. Okay, so $20 for that 3.5, possibly 3 hour drive. I'm not even really tripping with it. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm still an hour out from my destination. And I see a truck, you know, the weather bad when you start seeing semis laying on the side of the road because they either slipped on ice or something happened. Long story short, there are semis in the ditch. And I'm like, damn. Like, I knew it was bad because we driving slow and we driving in the middle of the lane. People pulled over. But I didn't really think it was, I'm not going to hold you, it was that bad. It was really bad. So I'm still like trying to push through it because I'm really trying to get home. I'm not trying to pull over to the side of the road. I'm not trying to do none of that. Like, I really just want to get home. Like, I'm an hour away from my destination. An hour is not too bad. I already managed to do a 2 hour drive in. Like, an hour is not too bad. That's how I'm feeling right now. So at some point, I'm at like half a tank with my gauge. So my gauge tells me, right? I'm at half a tank. I'm not really tripping, but I know it's odd because usually when I get to Alexandria, I'm at half a tank. I have passed Alexandria. I'm at Fergus Falls. For me to still be at half a tank, very suspicious. But at this point, I'm not questioning it. I'm just driving. I don't know why. I had the music blasting at first, but then I turned it down as if that was going to help me see. Girl, turning the music down ain't going to help me. I don't really know what I was doing. All I know is I was trying to get home, not do too much. Y'all, next thing you know, I'm driving. My tank go from here to here, and my gas light is on. I'm pissed off because I'm not even close to my destination, and my gas gauge literally just dropped. And I really feel like it was the weather more so, because like it was probably frozen at some point. I don't even know. I don't know too much about cars to understand the science behind why the gauge just dropped as quick as it did. Like, you don't understand. When I tell you I'm driving, everything's fine. Next thing you know, it's whoop, gas tank light on. Whoa. So at this point, I'm already knowing I gotta find the nearest gas station, but it's late at night, so who gonna be open? So I gotta. Okay, cool. I asked your girl. I don't want to say her name because she's gonna be like do 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 because she's sitting right next to me. I asked Siri. Gotta whisper because you know she be loud and nosy. I asked her. I was like, take me to the nearest gas station. So she pulls up the GPS. It's the next exit. Okay, cool, bet. I'm not even really tripping about it. So I exit on exit 6. I wasn't too far away from the gas station, so the GPS says, right? So I'm driving. Right, I'm like a minute away from the gas station at this point. Next thing you know, my car gets to slipping. It slips, boom, it hits somebody, like not really their driveway, but it hits the snowbank. So boom, this is their driveway right here, and then there's like a huge snowbank. Imagine it's their yard, but it's not their yard anymore because there's snow on it. So I hit the snowbank after like my car was slipping, managed to control it enough, but not too much because obviously I hit the snowbank. So at this point, I'm thinking nothing of it. But the car won't start at all, so I'm knowing the car is dead. Like, it's dead. If the gas light was on, I really didn't know how far it was gonna take me. It took me far enough. So I can't even trip at this point. So I'm a minute away from the gas station. So I keep the GPS on. Since I'm not far away from the gas station, I take it upon myself to walk to the gas station because I'm thinking like if I walk to the gas station, I could buy a gas tank, pour a little gas in there, and then like drive the car the rest of the way to the gas station, fill it up, and just continue my journey. That's what we thinking. That's the game plan I'm thinking at this point. So keep in mind, it's negative double digits. Like, I'm not talking about on negatives. No, it's negative double digits. There's a winter advisory warning. Like, nobody's supposed to be out. Hell nah. Like, at this point, y'all, I'm so over this. I get out of the car, I get to walk into the gas station. Why in the world is the gas station? Like, the gas station's closed. The only thing that's open is the pump. I can't do nothing. I'm pissed because I don't even have a gas tank with me. Like, I'm really in the middle of nowhere. When it comes down to like college, Fargo, North Dakota is the only place that's familiar to me. Everything else is no man's land. I don't be playing in no man's land. I don't play with them folks out there like that. So at this point, I'm frustrated. I'm pissed. There's no way for me to get my car there. I don't even got a gas tank, none of that. So I start walking back to the car. It is freezing. Like, my fingers are freezing. I'm just, at this point, I'm so over it. So, like, I'm stuck because I hit the snowbank. I get to the car thinking, like, I don't know what I think I'm about to do. Long story short, y'all, I decide I'm about to call 911 and see, like, if I can get somebody out here to, like, help me because I'm in Sabin. I don't even know where Sabin is. I don't even, like, y'all, all I know is I'm in Sabin, Minnesota. Look, I'm one of those Minnesotans where if it's not the near Minneapolis area, nothing else makes sense. We don't go far out. We don't go that far out to get to know those people on the outskirts. Like, there's two type of Minnesotans, okay? And at this point, I'm freaking out. I'm on the phone with 911, talking to the operator. Y'all, I am crying. I'm crying more so because, like, I'm looking at the atmosphere I'm in, and it's giving me very much Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay? Like, I'm next to a factory. I'm in next to somebody's house. The person ain't even turned their lights on, no nothing yet. I don't even want to wake them up to figure out what type of people they are. Like, the houses, they're really not far away from each other, but they're far enough. Like, it's a small little town, but it's just very dead and dry and very awkward. I'm spazzing because I don't know what in the world. Like, I'm freaking out. So I'm calling the operator. She picks up. She's like, I can't hear you, girl. I know you can't hear me. I'm crying. Like, she's telling me, like, I need to calm down. I need to calm down so she can help me. Like, girl, I am freezing right now. I'm freezing in the middle of nowhere, scared for my damn life. You think I'm about to calm down? So I'm over here like when I don't like crying because I'll get hyperventilated. Like I'm wheezing for air. Explain what happened to her. I'm like, boom, the car started sliding. I'm, you know, I hit a person's snowbank. I just need somebody to come get me. And she's like, well, honey, it's a winter weather warning. Nobody's supposed to be out. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know that. Like, my phone didn't notify me until I got into Fergus Falls. And at this point, there was no going back. Okay? And it's not like I could sit in my car. Like, my car is telling me I'm out of gas. So she's like, let me see what I can do. But she says there's a police officer in the area who was helping another car who was stuck in the blizzard. So they're really short-staffed due to the blizzard. But she's like, the person's on their way. Okay, cool, bet. So my mom calls me and she's just like, hey, are you okay? I'm about to get ready for bed, but I haven't heard from you. I tell her like, yeah, I'm good. I'm almost there. It's just really bad on the road, so I'm taking my time. She's like, okay, cool, just let me know. When you get home, I was like, okay, cool, bet. So when the police officer finally comes, y'all, he gets there. He gets me in his car, like, he takes me, he tells me he can't drop me home. He can only take me to the nearest gas station, which is in Moorhead. That is our border. Moorhead is the border into North Dakota. So, like, he's like, I can drop you at the Moorhead gas station, but then I have to go back to patrol because, like, other people need help. They're stuck in the blizzard. I'm okay, cool, bet. Yeah, he gets me there. Why in the world? I don't know what possessed me. Quite frankly, I just didn't want to go back for my car. Like, trying to figure out how I was going to get my car tomorrow morning just didn't make sense to me. Like, yeah, you dropped me off to this gas station, but, like, I still need my car. Like, I need my car to do stuff, to get around. Like, I need my car. So I bought a gas can, just filled it up with gas. Got an Uber, and this guy just happened to be on the clock, but he was like, he's about to get off. Like, as he's driving me back to my car, he's like, yeah, this is my last ride because it's getting really bad out here. So I tell him, thank you. I get to the car, I'm filling the car up with gas. And y'all, like, I put gas in the tank, but at this point, like, my hands are freezing. Like I told you, it's negative double digits. So, like, I'm putting gas in the car, my hands are freezing. I get back in the car to, like, warm up because I feel like at this point there is enough gas where I can turn the heat on again because I had turned it off right, like, after the crash. Because at this point, like, it don't even need to be on because there's no gas. Once I put gas in the car, I'm feeling like that's enough. And the only reason I feel like that's enough is because, like, my fingers are freezing. Like I told you, it's negative double digits. Like, it's cold as hell. You can't see where you're going, and there's ice under the snow. So if you don't drive careful enough, you're gonna slip, just like I did. So I get in the car to warm up because, like, my intentions are to empty the whole bread container into this tank. Like, I'm filling up the car. My intention is to fill up this car. But at this point, I'm getting frustrated with the gas container because it's one of them complex gas containers. Like, it's not one of those, like, oh, you just pour it in. No, it's the one with the, I don't want to call it a child safety lock, but it's damn near a child safety lock. So it has, like, a safety lock on it. Why do you have a safety lock on a gas? Don't piss me off right now. There's a lot of times to be fancy and manufacture good things and crafty things, but it's not one of them. Okay, keep it simple. That's just how I'm feeling. So I'm warming up in the car. Every so often I'll go, like, put the pour more gas in the car. But I just feel like the process is going too slow because of the safety. By the time I'm done taking, like unlocking the safety, because it literally, like, once you unlock it, it'll lock again. I don't like that. Like, I had one of these complex gas containers, and I didn't know that when I was buying it. So, like, at this point, I happen to have a funnel in my car. So I got the funnel in my gas hole, and I'm emptying the gas. Like, I'm pouring the gas through the funnel into the little gas part, right? So at this point, I'm thinking like I got enough gas to like get me to the gas station at least, like get me to the gas station that I'm nearby that, you know. So yeah, there's still a lot of gas in the gallon itself, but it's too cold for me to keep going back and forth. Like I am freezing at this point. Like my fingers are cold, as cold. I just don't want frostbite. I don't want any complications that come with really bad winters. Okay. So I get in the car, like thinking I have enough gas to get to the gas station that's near me so I can fill up there and then go about my business, right? I had like my gas gauge is now turned off. Like, you know, the gas tank light that pops up on your gauge. So it's now gone. So I'm thinking like, okay, cool, bet I can go to the gas station. I can finally do my big one. I can go about my business and just like, you know, be perfectly fine. Y'all slapped me on my ass and called me a newborn baby because I learned very quickly that was not gonna happen. So I'm over here trying to move the car. The car is not moving. I'm okay, cool, bet. Put it in neutral, get to pushing the car. The car is not moving. I don't like that. So I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the car. Something's just like something in my head is like, go check the wheels. So I'm thinking like maybe when I hit the snowbank, like my wheels like got stuck in the snowbank. That's what I'm feeling like. So I gotta dig it out. I'm thinking I gotta dig one wheel out, maybe two if anything. You know, a little slight work. That's okay. Yeah, I get to my right side, my passenger side. The wheel is like this. Like the wheel's supposed to be like this, and it's like this. It's tilted. I am so frustrated because I damn near risked my life to come back to this car only to find out that the car itself won't even be able to move because the great. So I get back in the car because I need to stay warm. But keep in mind, like my gas gauge, it ain't really doing too pretty. Like it's right here. Like I'm really pushing it. So like with all this going on, I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, cool, bet. My mom calls me again. She's just like, hey, something has to be wrong because you have yet to call me to tell me you're home. I'm thinking this girl fell asleep. I'm like, no, I'm perfectly fine. Like, I'm really not trying to tell her what's going on more so because I don't want her to worry. I'm one of those people like, I got it. Because I don't really want people to worry. Telling her like, no, it's cool, everything's fine. Like I told you, it's just the weather. And she's like, I just don't feel like something's right. And I was like, no, everything's fine. I have to make a call though. I'll get back to you. Yeah, I gotta call the towing company because I need to get towed out of here. So at this point, I'm thinking that because a lot of people are getting stuck in the blizzard, the towing companies are active. So I'm feeling like somebody got to be active. So I call a towing company, they don't answer. I call another one, they pick up. They said they're not sending none of their drivers out in the weather. They don't want, you know, for safety reasons. I'm okay, cool, ahead. Called another one, they told me the same thing. We're not sending none of our drivers out. The best we can do for you is 8 a.m. Yeah, it's 11:30. 11:30 p.m. and I'm stuck in a blizzard. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, I'm like, I don't know what I'm about to do. Like, I'm kind of freaking out. At this point, I regret even coming back to the car because I feel like, damn, you should have just like got an Uber to your house, but you came back to this car because you're an idiot at this point. Like, you just gotta. But at this point, I wasn't really beating myself up. It was just more so like, what am I about to do? Like, so I try to be positive about the situation. I'm just like, girl, at least we decorated. We're all ready for Christmas. You know, it is what it is. Like deep breaths, you know. So my mom calls me again. At this point, she's not having it. She's like, I know you're lying. Like she's going in on me. So I explained what happened to her. It's crying, because I'm stuck in the blizzard. And she's just like, I'm coming down there. Girl, to do what? To save who? You can't save me. Like, I know you won't save me, but you can't save me at this point because you gonna get stuck in it. Like, it's so bad. Everybody's getting stuck. So what good is it if we both stuck? It's not. And she's just like, I'm not about to get off the phone with you. Like, she's more so hurt because I'm in the situation that I'm in. But at this point, I can't blame nobody for myself because, like, girl, you put yourself in this position. So I go back and I tell her like, hold on real quick, and I try to put more gas in the car because at this point, keep in mind my gauge is right here. At this point, it looks like we're spending the night in the car until 8 a.m. when they can get somebody to come out here. So I'm in the car. She's like, "Is your heater on?" I'm like, "Yeah," but truth be told, I don't even know how long it's gonna last because like the gauge is right here, girl. I don't know if I'm making it through the night, but like, you know. And I was like, "You don't gotta say it for me, girl. Like, you can go to sleep." Yeah, so I don't know how, some way, like I end up going to sleep. I end up like dozing off. The towing person comes, like, cause like I had keep in mind when I made the call, I made my report with them. So I took the third call when they told me like the best they can do is 8. I woke up the next morning and I realized because I had set an alarm, so my alarm had rang, woke me up at 7:30 because I set it for 7:30, and I was just gonna look whatever happens type stuff. So as my alarm's ringing, I turn off the phone to call my supervisor because I got to tell Brody, like, I'm not coming into work. Like, I'm stuck in a blizzard. So as soon as I'm on up here leaving him a voicemail, she comes calling me. So, like, I end up leaving the voicemail. And like I called her back, and she was just like, "Oh, okay, you're perfectly fine." I got scared, and I was like, "No," because I had a charger. Keep in mind, I went to go visit her for the weekend, so I had my charger, like my basically my spend the night bag. So I had like everything. I didn't have a blanket, but thank goodness, like I was wearing warm stuff that day. Like usually, I'm not gonna hold you. I be wearing out like I'll wear whatever to drive back because I know I'm just like driving back, and then like I'll usually wear like leggings and Crocs or like crazy stuff that like 8 o'clock comes, the tow truck don't come, so I called the lady. She's just like, "Hey, we're just getting our drivers in. Like the trucks itself, they were stuck, so we had to get them out." Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. The guy ends up coming, and when he looks at my car, he's just like, "I don't even know how you made it through winter." Oh, but when I woke up, so sorry. When I woke up, I had seen this, like, keep in mind, I was crying through the night. That's how I ended up falling asleep. I fell asleep crying. So, I woke up to the most beautiful view ever. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I'm a scenery type of person. So, like, the view is everything. I'm gonna put a picture in. So I woke up to the view. It was just so beautiful. Yeah. And when the towing guy came, he was just like, "I don't even know how you made it through the night because you, like, your car's like, he's just like, looking at your gas gauge. Like, keep in mind, my gas gauge, strange enough, hadn't moved. Like, remember when I told y'all it was here? It was here for the whole night. Like, my car was running, heater blasting the whole entire night, bro. And that gas gauge didn't move not once. So he's looking at the car. He's just like, "Nah, yeah, it's really bad, but you made it through. Like, I'm happy for you." Like, and I didn't really understand what Brody was saying. Like, I didn't understand the severity of it. I was just more like trying to get home. I was so over it. I was just trying to get home. Like, I didn't care about nothing. Like, insurance is gonna figure out everything. Like, y'all can do the rest. I just want to get home. So he dropped me home, drops the car to Toyota, and yeah, like, and this is my testimony. It didn't even make sense until like the next winter, when New York had a bad blizzard. Like, they basically had what we had. Like, it was on the news, everything. New York had a bad blizzard. People had to sleep in their cars type stuff, and people died sleeping in their cars. And that's when it hit me. A year later, after all of this, it hit me. I could have died in my car. Like, that's why I like to joke. I'm a cat with 9 lives. Because I've almost died so many times. This was just the most recent one. The thing is, the guy, like, that towed my car, he thought I was crazy. This man thought I was a whole nut job. Because keep in mind, he's driving me back to my apartment, like, with my car, on his little, I don't know what it's called, this little towing, yeah. So my car is, like, on his little towing thing. Yeah, I'm in the car, like, in the passenger seat. And he's just like asking me, like, "So why did I even?" I was like, "Oh, I went home to help my mom decorate for Christmas." And I'm just like, truth be told, like, when I tell you I'm telling this man about all the stuff we decorate, I'm excited. And he's just like, "How are you still smiling?" And I don't know. Truth be told, so all of this wasn't for a lost cause. Like, I helped my mom decorate. We ready for Christmas. Like, And he's just like, you're crazy. Like, his man is in the truck looking at me like, I am crazy, like, girl. And it's crazy because, like, I didn't shed a tear about this at all. Like, other than me crying to the police officer, like, and I was crying out of frustration because I'm in a no man's land, and me like crying in the car mainly because, like, I don't want to sleep in the car. I was just all over the situation. Like, I didn't even really cry. Like, I didn't really like cry until like a year after. He gonna hold you. I ain't never gonna stop talking to that man upstairs. I know he be tired of me some days. It is what it is. Like, when I got home, I took my shower and I went to work. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't fully process that, girl. You and my mom's like, I don't think you should be at work. I think you should really relax. That overall was very stressful. And I was like, no, I'm fine. No, I'm good. I just really like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And like, thinking about it now, like, that brings tears to my eyes. Cause what? So, thank you for watching. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know what our next Slumber party is gonna be about. I don't know what topic we're gonna talk about, what story, what moral we're gonna learn in our next story time. But stay tuned next. Hopefully I can get it uploaded Saturday and not, But if not Saturday, you're gonna get Sunday. And we gonna get into the next story. Thank you for watching.